Alright, well, I guess I'll have to record from my phone to the computer screen. The computer doesn't have a microphone. But you go to the included link I left in the description, being the first one, so you can download the toolbox. You need to PayPal this guy because he made it possible. Read through all this. Download that. And we'll save it to desktop. Save. Man, it's hard. Extract it. Should be on my desktop. But so you open the file, right? Open the file, agree to it, open firmware, and then the stock firmware you download from the second link I left in the description. So, second link would be this one, which is the second link in the description. But you go to click here for the 2.0 version. Click there and download it. It's a direct link. Alright, then you go to your toolbox. Minimize that. So, toolbox should be open. And then you click on your downloaded 2.0. And then you click patch firmware. Then you can close this and it'll patch it to the file you had it, and it'll include the original file. So you just delete that ending original, but you copy the AR to your whichever flash drive you cut, and I'll put that on my patched flash drive. So paste. And then I will go get the OEM version, which is the newer one. It's from the third link in the description. My arm's getting tired. But you go to 3D Systems CubePro and you download the archive. And in the archive, you will find the stock version, which would be, this is where I saved it. So you copy that and put it on your, I'll just call it OEM flash drive, like that. Make sure you rename. So copy the OEM one, the new one, and then rename the patch, well, the hacked or patched one to the new name, so it's the same name, right? And then you eject both of those, and then you run them on the printer. Alright, here's a rundown of installing the firmware on a CubePro. Basically, this drive has the patched version, the 2.0, and it's renamed to 2.02. And this one has the OEM one, the actual firmware from the CubePro website. But, so you plug that one in first, the actual one. Plug it in, right? I check first on your info to see which version you're on, because if you're on version 2.0, then I think you might be able to just update, you know, to 2.0. Like, just use this one. But I don't know. But you go to info, and then I'll say the version. My old firmware was the newest one, so I downgraded the firmware to put the patched on there. So my old one was the new one. And I'm curious if I can go back. So I think I should go back, but I mean, I like it working this way. But you plug that in, run it. Maybe I should go back through that. Checking for new firmware. And, you know, it has that. And then you pull it out as soon as the screen switches, right? And then you put this one in, which is the patched version, patch drive. Put the patch drive on there, and then you go to a retry. I mean, it thinks it's putting that one on because it'll probably read the beginning of the file. And this process is slow. I'm gonna record it all, and if I know how, I'll probably speed it up. But I don't know how to do editing and things yet. Cool if I had a tripod, then I can just hold the camera here. We're almost there. Total time for this is gonna be like 5 minutes. I'll probably denote the actual time from the video footage. And there's a point where the screen goes black. Heart will skip a beat. But you just wait. Oh snap. And then I'll come up with the 2.0 for if you had the upgraded version already. But after that, you can start printing. Oh, I forgot to state that you need to run the jets before you did that, but already had 99%, but you need to run the jets to where if these are completely full, you don't want completely full ones. You want 99. Can't do 100%, can't do 0%. But you basically just run the nozzle. So control jets. And I also have different temperature things. They're 100K temperature things. I think this one takes 200K. So that's going to be my next mod. But basically ABS is 260. But that's not actually what it is. It's probably at 145. It runs best at 260 though. But you let it go to your target and then you raise your RPM. Feed out some. If it's 100%. Feed out some. I mean, I ran like, I don't know, like 100 millimeter. And then I exited out. But hello, I'm almost to the end of the print, so I figured I'd show some evidence of printing on firmware 2.0. But firmware 2.0 basically so I don't have to reload my cartridges. But I don't print off cartridges. I just reload it with the Recube by Tumaru. I'll probably just leave a link to my other videos, but it's another upgrade video for the CubePro. But I cleared before I installed the firmware, I cleared before I installed the firmware, I used some of it, just ran the filament out to 99%, you know, to where it's not right at 100, but from what I was reading on the forums, it should be adequate that way. Like, if you keep it at 100 and then load the firmware, it may not work. I don't know. But that might be with the Cube 3, which is a little square box, not like mine. Mine's a CubePro Duo, which they also make a CubePro like single and CubePro Trio. But that's just basically how many spools it holds. So you got 1, 2, 3. I took out the other ones. I don't think I have. Oh, here's the 3. So that just goes in there. And then it holds these filaments. But I do it like this. But I'll have to figure out how to film the rest of this. I'll probably end up editing this. See if my firmware hacked work. Oh, we gotta wait. Set up status. Oh snap! And we printed this whole thing. That's awesome. I hated refilling it. I mean, it's just, I'll leave a link in the description, but it's just a little homemade Arduino with some resistors, but it's a Rewand Termaru. He's got a hacking blog, but really smart guy. I'll remove it later. But this machine works really good for ABS. This is ABS. I mean, there's some warping right there. But this is for a skateboard. The ESC goes inside here, and then my wiring, and then I'll cut some holes for the motors and the battery. And with this mod, I think you can print any cartilage. So if I had I have PLA cartilages. So messy. There's an INF material, which is washable. It's kind of cool. This is like 2nd gen. This is PLA though. I know it is. It's just clear PLA. So I can put that in there, and then I can still print at that temp. So it pretty much ignores what's in there. So that would be cool too, because my original solution was that, see, I have two of the chips that were on the material rolls, the cartilages, but one's PLA and one's ABS, and I just switch it back and forth. So I can show you how that works, but let's see, status. Alright, so it'll be the second one on this side, so see, now I got PLA, and then I switch it back. I got ABS. But that was my solution until I found this mod. Then it's just a firmware mod, which is way cooler in my opinion. So it won't matter about that switch anymore, which if you reduce the amount of mechanical things in a system, it'll help for longevity, in my opinion. But so a software hack to me is better than a hardware hack, in my opinion. Thus the reason why I didn't want to continue using this, because eventually it'll break and I'll have to learn how to do it instead of just buy it off eBay, because that's what I did, because I'm lazy, I guess. Make sure you, I don't know, I tried to PayPal him some money, but it says the user isn't accepting money. So you can try it, but it didn't work when I tried it, which is a bummer. He had 2 other people helping with it. There was the software and then the hardware guy. So on the open builds form, it'll state those 2 guys. Oh, no, it works. Alexander Kilsakin. So you can donate to Alexander Killitson through PayPal, and it's on the link that I posted. I think people were accidentally sending money to the moderator of the post, Aichi, which he made the post, but it's kind of like me making this video. I mean, don't give me money. Give the guys that made it money, right? I also ran through I think it was 3D print form. The same guy, the moderator of the post, was asking for money for basically doing what I'm doing right now. So that's why I didn't include the 3D or print 3D form link. But I included it for the CubePro 2.0 OEM download. Alright, that's it. I suck at these videos, but I didn't see one on there. I'll probably leave a link in the description for a video for the Cube 3 filament mod, which kind of helps with our printers, but Cube 3 is way different. It has the same hardware stuff and different motherboard though. It looks the same, but it's totally different. It's still a 3D Systems printer though. But I'll include that in the description as well. Alright, sorry. Don't know a better way to do this. Peace out.